Hey everyone, let's have another weekend reading vlog. It's Saturday morning and I'm about to go on my run. It's still very early, 7:30 and dark, so I have a little light and I don't want to go too far. I'm still a little tired from the week, but I have ambitious reading plans for the weekend, so I don't want to fall into the trap of falling asleep again after I've been awake and then having bad dreams and feeling knackered all day. So I'll talk to you later. Okay, that was a little bit under an hour. And I must say, it's very nice to run in a peaceful, quiet, empty park early in the morning. I enjoy that. Listening to The Witcher is getting a little bit tedious. I think I listened to an hour of grooming and trying to get sex and not having sex. I'm disappointed by that. I feel that there's an increase of sex or talk about sex in the books, and by now it's getting rather boring. I'll have shower and breakfast and talk to you later. And it's Sunday morning. I know, I didn't vlog yesterday anymore. I don't know, my mood took a downturn and I didn't feel like talking. But I did get some reading done. I took up PopCo, which is a book I wanted to finish this weekend. I know I've been reading it last weekend and the week before. It takes forever. It's about 500 pages, but still it shouldn't take this long because I enjoy it. But my mind keeps wandering. Yesterday as well. This morning I also read some in bed because I decided to skip morning exercise as it's a Korean revision day today. So I'm going on a 2.5 hour walk this afternoon and I figured that's enough exercise for today. So let's go and talk a little bit more about PopCo. I have about 100 pages left and I think this book is just getting more and more interesting. As I told you before, PopCo is this story about this toy company or company that produces stuffs for children and the creatives being in a conference trying to figure out a new product to sell to teenage girls, because that's apparently a hard market for toy companies to get into. And there's a lot about marketing, about brands and how to design a product, but that's the story of this product. Our main narrator, Alice, is a creative. So her brand or her product line is code-breaking detective kid stuff. So usually she doesn't work with teenagers, but with children a little bit younger. We also see a lot about her past. So it's always alternating between the present and her childhood. And in the beginning, the childhood was all about growing up with her grandparents and how they were code breakers and how she got into code breaking and this treasure hunt surrounded about a mystery that her grandfather apparently solved, and that's why her father disappeared. But she doesn't know the result, and there apparently is a treasure hidden there. So that's as much as we know. I don't even know if she's going to solve the puzzle and find the treasure in the end, but there's a huge connection around there. So we're alternating between those two timelines, learning more about her childhood, her weird upbringing, or her being weird as a kid, as she always describes it, and how that turns into her being a weird adult, or her adult life and her view on life and things in general. What I really enjoy about the book is how it looks at culture. We get a lot of talk about culture and branding and marketing. There's a huge focus at the moment on capitalism, or rather more the consumer side of capitalism. So how much consumerism is forced by marketing and how much we actually need and things like that. There's a lot of talk about how you find out who someone is, like what's your identity? How do you recognize that in different scenes? And I like how this looks at different cultures and different ideas we have about people in not cultures as in different countries, but different behaviors or interests and things. And I like this focus a lot. I also like at the moment in on the child side of the story, she changed school, and there's a lot about how it's in a public school in England, how the bullying or the treatment, the rules that are there that you cannot share at home and all that thing. Admittedly, it's different, I think, from Germany because schools are different here a little bit. So I have no clue how realistic it is, but it sounds very realistic. And probably not everyone's experience, but the talk of popular kids and being in the popular group and how the popular kids treat other people that are not in the popular group and what it means to be in the popular group, what you have, what clothes you wear, what things you have, the trends, the money, the where you live, and all these things. And all of that is looked at in interesting ways on the sideline. I like this book or Scarlett Thomas books in general when she does that, when she talks mostly people talking about culture, the things they think, what their interests are, how things function, and when she looks at society in that way, not deeply analyzing, but giving you hints and ideas and have the characters live through and talk through different scenarios. I really enjoy that. Plot-wise, I must say not much is happening. There's not a plot that you can really cling to and move fast forward into the story. This book, like most of Scarlett Thomas' books, are more about the characters, about the society, the culture, the people live in the books. And often her characters are outsiders or a little bit not fitting in. I like that too. When the book started, I was thinking about the attractiveness or unattractiveness of reading a book about someone who shares character traits with you. I sometimes like it and I sometimes don't like it for various reasons. I like to read about people that have similar traits to me because it's interesting to see how they live or deal with situations. But also, I sometimes don't like it because if they share traits that I don't like about myself, I don't want to read about it. That's currently where I am. I don't really know where the book wants to go. I have to admit that. I don't know what the end could be. Could the end be that the treasure is discovered? Could the end be that they find this super product? They're talking about a product, and a lot of the things that they're talking about, the ideas or life in general, feels outdated a little bit or like it happened now because this book is, I think 2004 it was published. So it's been almost 20 years and there's been a lot of changes, especially when talking about internet and cultures in social media and all these things that weren't there back then. So a lot of the things they talk about, looking at it from today's perspective, is actually seeing how the things developed and turned out. But I still don't know what the end goal of this book is. So I'm curious about that. Wednesday morning, I just finished PopCo. And I did not see that coming. There was a change about 60 pages to the end, and I don't know. I could have seen it probably. It doesn't come out of the blue. It does make sense, but I didn't expect it. Overall, I really enjoyed the reading of PopCo. I must admit, it's in my bubble of echo chamber thingy things, of interests, of beliefs, of things I like. I am not fully on board with the ending and the decisions the characters make, or the idea that it sells, but I am fully on board with enjoying this book. It was a lot of fun to read. I can recommend it to anyone who likes to read about characters, about struggles with identity, with life and consumerism and marketing and general capitalism in our society. Thank you all for watching this vlog. I'm of course interested if you have read PopCo or anything else by Scarlett Thomas. I have hit or miss with her books. Some I really like, others I'm just mad about. But in general, overall, I really like her writing. So let's talk in comments about PopCo, Scarlett Thomas, or what you have done recently. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.